Hello student of class 6, once again I am Sudhi and welcome to my video. In today's video I will speak about the another uh, another portion of the chapter number 7, that is fraction. So in today's topic we have like fractions here. So let us see what are the fractions that call like fractions. So my dear student, A fraction having some a fraction having some denominators are known as like fraction. For example, 3 by 12, 5 by 12, 11 by 12. They are like fractions. So here we can see that all the denominators are same to one another. That is 12, 12 each, isn't it? So that means denominators are same, so they are called like fractions. And if denominators are same, then it is like fraction. Then if denominators are not same, that is unlike fractions on the other hand. Okay, so therefore fractions having different denominators are called unlike fraction. So we understand that the fractions having the same denominators are called like fractions, and the fractions which have different denominators are known as unlike fractions. So let us see what is the next. Next, we'll study about comparing like fractions. Comparing like fractions. So when we compare the like fractions, what we are going to compare is, let us see. In the like fraction, we already know that denominators are same. Denominators will be same to one another. Denominator will be same. But what we are going to compare, we'll compare the numerator in this case. So let us see with some example. So here one diagram is given here. In this diagrams, you can find that the diagram is divided into 8 equal parts. Okay, so we are going to compare two like fractions, that is 3 by 8 and 5 by 8. So 3 by 8, 5 by 8. So the first diagram is representing your fraction 3 by 8, because you see that the diagram is divided into 8 equal parts and 3 parts are shaded. So this representing the fraction 3 by 8, and the next diagram is representing your 5 by 8, because the equal 8 parts are here and 5 parts are shaded. So this shaded portion is representing 5 by 8. Okay, then next, in both the fractions, the whole is divided into 8 equal parts. For 3 by 8 and 5 by 8, we take 3 parts and 5 parts respectively out of 8 equal parts. Clearly, out of 8 equal parts, the portion corresponding to 5 part is larger than the portion corresponding to 3 parts. Hence, 5 by 8 is greater than 3 by 8. So here we can see that when the denominators are same, we compare the numerators, and the bigger the numerator will be, the bigger or larger the fraction is now in like fraction. Once again, my dear student, note the number. Continue, note the number of the parts taken is given by the numerator. It is therefore clear that for two fractions with the same denominators, the fraction with the greater numerator is greater. That means we compare the numerator. When we find that the denominators are same, then we compare the numerator, and if we find the one of the numerator is greater, the greater the numerator is, the greater the fraction is. That's all about the comparing the like fractions. Okay. Now let us go to the next part of the relation. Next, we have comparing unlike fractions. So when when the fractions are unlike fractions, how we can compare, that we are going to study here in this portion. My dear student, in unlike fractions, we will find that the denominators are different, but numerator may be same or may be different. So here, in comparing unlike fractions, we are going to consider both the numerator as well as the denominator also, since denominators will be different, isn't it? So what we can do of these different denominators? Let us see. Okay, here we have one diagram. Two diagrams are here. There we are going to compare of two fractions having different denominators. One is 1 by 3 and another is 1 by 5. So we are going to compare two fraction 1 by 3 and 1 by 5. So which is greater, 1 by 3 or 1 by 5? Let us see. See the diagram representing 1 by 3 and another diagram representing 1 by 5. You see uh, the whole the whole the whole diagram, the whole diagram, or what we can see here, the whole thing is divided into three equal parts, and in another diagram the whole is divided into five equal parts. So you see the portion that representing 1 by 3 is larger than the portion representing 1 by 5. See, that means the more the more the fraction is being made to the whole, you can see that the fraction become small. Okay, the less the fraction is being made to the whole, then you can see its fraction is larger than the other one. The second one, the whole is made into different five fractions. Okay, you see the fractions are smaller than the fractions made in the first diagram. There are only three fractions, there are five fractions, isn't it? So we compare one fraction of each, and we can find that the size, or we can say the texture of the portion has been uh, has been has been proved that first one is the portion in the first one, or the fraction in the first one, is larger. So here what happened, one simple and very not to say a light, okay, not so much to give weight here in this idea. The very simple idea is that uh, if the if the denominator is less, larger the fraction is. We can also assume in this general idea, but this will not be holds uh, correct in all the cases. You will find in some cases it may not also. Okay, as per the numerator, or as per the condition of the denominator, when we come across in certain cases, that I mean this idea that when means the smaller the denominator is, larger the fraction will not always correct. But you can you can understand that, or you can remember that when the numerator are same, then smaller the fraction is, larger the sorry, smaller the denominator is, larger the fraction. Once again, when the numerator are same, smaller the denominator is, larger the fraction. In this way also you can carry on. Okay, clear? So let us see some more idea or concept on this comparing of unlike fractions. Unlike fractions with the same numerator, here we have the same numerator, that is 1 each, isn't it? In this case, what I just talked about, that smaller the denominator is, larger the fraction, I thought that you can carry on with this idea. Okay, but in some cases this may not be whole right also, when the numerator are different. Okay, then we have to go for some other methods that I will come with that method in the later on. Okay, for now let us see about the comparing the unlike fractions, okay, where numerators are same but denominators are different. We can see from above example that if the numerator is same in two fractions, the fractions with the smaller denominator is greater of the two. That is, 1 by 3 is larger than or greater than 1 by 5. Okay. Next, thus 1 by 8 is larger than 1 by 10, or 3 by 5 is larger than 3 by 7, and 4 by 9 is larger than 4 by 11. You can see here, my dear student, in all this example here, or in all the given fractions, the two fractions are comparing there. So in this two fractions of in the pair of fractions that we compare here, they are having the same numerators but different denominators. Okay, so here smaller the denominator is larger the fractions in the condition when the numerator is same or when the numerators are same. Okay, and so on. So this is about one example to understand about comparing unlike fractions. Okay, when the numerator are same. Once again, when the numerator are same, smaller the denominator is larger the fraction. Okay, so let us go to the next part of the relation. The next part of relation is also a part is also the part of comparing unlike fractions. So let us see some more about comparing unlike fractions. Now I have one example that is comparing 5 by 6 and 13 by 15. Now you see here in this case the two fractions are having different denominators as well as different numerators. In this case we cannot follow that the same idea what I have just talked before, that is smaller the denominator is larger the fraction we cannot apply here because here numerator is or numerator are different. Okay, here numerators are different. So what we have to do, let us see. In the solution, what we can start is that how we can start is that the fractions are unlike. We should first get their equivalent fractions with a denominator which is common multiple of 6 and 15. Very simple thing is that here what very simple thing to do is that we are going to find out the LCM of 6 and 15 so that the denominators of this fraction should be converted into the LCM after we get the LCM. Okay, we will find the LCM of 6 and 15, and what we get there as LCM must be the denominator, must be the common denominator of the given fraction in the question. Okay, in the example. So 6 by 5 or 13 by 15 must be converted into the fractions having the common denominator, that is LCM. Okay, so let us find out what is the LCM of 6 and 15. Now we'll find the LCM of 6 and 15, and we got that LCM of 6 and 15 is 30. So we knew you know that how to find out the LCM. So when you try to find out the LCM, then we'll get the LCM is 30. That means this 30 can divide by 6 as well as can also divide by 15. This is the lowest common multiples. Okay, where you can find that 6 also can divide as well as 15 also can divide with 30. So 30 is the smallest number that can be divided by both 6 and 15. So it is called LCM, lowest common multiples. Means multiple of a number can be divided by the number itself, isn't it? So 30 is the multiple of 6 as well as multiple of 15. We continue. We will try to make the denominators as 30 then. Means see we get here or we got here LCM as 30, and next is that we are going to make the denominators 30 of all the fractions in example. 5 by 6 must have now 30 as the denominator, 13 by 15 also must have the denominator as 30. Then what we have, let us see, let us continue. We have 5 by 6 is the first fraction. So there you see, to get 30 we multiply 6 with 5, isn't it? Yes, we get 30. So likewise the numerator 5 also must be multiplied the same number 5. So we get here 25. So 5 is 25, 5 6 is 30. Now we get the fraction 5 by 6 with denominator 30, and it become as the fraction 25 by 30. Next 13 by 15. This 13 by 15, let us see what this fraction is to be converted. Okay, now next you see 13 by 15. You see in 15 if we multiply with 2 we get 30, isn't it? Likewise this 2 also must be multiplied to the 13, that is to the numerator. So when we multiply to the numerator we get 26, but denominator we get already 30 here. Understand? Then what we have, let us see. Finally we have that since 26 is greater than 25, yes, means now we get the fractions as a like fraction. Now we see in the question the fractions are unlike fractions, so we are going to make them as a like fraction. After we make them as like fraction, that means having the common denominators 30 30, isn't it? So how we get the common denominators? That is by taking the LCM only. Then we get the like fraction here. When we get the like fraction, then we find easy to compare. Okay, that means we know that already. uh, if the fractions are like fraction, then we have to compare the numerators. Now we are come to the point to compare the numerators. Now after we got the fractions are like fractions, then we are going to compare the numerators. So when we compare the numerators, we have that 26 is larger than 25. Yes, that means 26 by 30 is greater than 25 by 30. That means 13 by 15 is larger than 5 by 6. This is the answer, and this is what we got, the method of comparing the unlike fractions where numerators and denominators are different. So in this case, once again, please remember that we cannot, or it cannot hold the idea that smaller the denominator is larger the fraction. We cannot always apply here. Okay, that will be applied only in the case of like fractions. So in this kind of unlike fractions where the numerators are different, then we cannot apply that idea. The idea that is smaller the denominator is larger the fraction, we cannot apply. So for this type of fractions, in this case, what we have to do is that we have to find out the LCM of the denominators, and we will convert the fractions as equivalent fraction or like fractions having the same denominators or having the same common denominators. Okay, so this is what we have in comparing unlike fractions. Okay, now let us go to the next portion. Next we have exercise. Now we'll start exercise 7.4. In exercise 7.4, we have question number 1. In question number 1, it is saying like that: write said portion as fraction. After that, arrange them in ascending and descending order using correct symbol or correct sign. That is equal to, sorry, uh, less than, equal to, or greater than sign between the fractions. Okay, so let us see what are the questions. The questions will be in the form of diagram. You see here in this diagram, you see diagram A and B. So in diagram A and B, some diagrams are given there, isn't it, in A. So there are 4 diagrams in A. So 4 diagrams, you can see all are divided into equal 8 parts, and each have different shaded portions. So according to that, we are going to represent the fractions. Okay, fractions of the shaded portion means um, the fraction that representing the shaded portion. Okay, next B also having four diagrams, and these 4 diagrams are all divided into equal 9 parts and have different shaded portions. So according to that shaded portion, we are going to represent the fractions. Okay, representing by the portions, I mean shaded portion. And one more we have, that is C. So 2 by 6, 4 by 6, 8 by 6, and 6 by 6 on the number line. Put appropriate signs between the fractions given. See, the given fractions are 5 by 6, okay, 2 by 6. Next is 3 by 6 or 0. And next is 1 by 6, 6 by 6, and another pair are 8 by 6 and 5 by 6. So in the box, we are going to put the appropriate sign, greater sign or equal to sign, or uh, uh, less than sign. Okay, how we'll show this, or how we can find out with more appropriate idea, is that we will draw the number line. So they ask us to show them in number line these things. Okay, so here we will have the solution. Okay, first of all, we have the solution of A of the diagram given The first diagram is diagram A. Here you see the fractions representing diagrams in the A are like this: 3 by 8, 6 by 8, 4 by 8, 1 by 8, and we are arranging them as ascending order. In ascending order, 1 by 8, 3 by 4, 3 by 8, 4 by 8, and 6 by 8. This is the ascending order. Why? Because 1 by 8 is, we have to start from the smaller one to bigger one, isn't it? So smallest one is 1 by 8, and next is 3 by 8, next is 4 by 8, and the last one we have the largest one, 6 by 8 here, isn't it? So this is the ascending order. So we put the sign here like that: 1 by 8 is less than 3 by 8 is, again 3 by 8 is less than 4 by 8, and again is less than 6 by 8. Like this we have ascending order. And next we have descending order. Descending order means we will start to arrange uh, first by the bigger one, isn't it? So here we have descending order: 6 by 8, 4 by 8, 3 by 8, 1 by 8, and we put the sign there. 6 by 8 is greater than 4 by 8, and is greater than 3 by 8, and is greater than 1 by 8, like this. So this is the answer of or solution of A. Okay, then we have solution B here. In B we have the fractions 8 by 9, 4 by 9, 3 by 9, and 6 by 9. We have these four fractions of these four diagrams in B. And ascending order, in ascending order we have 3 by 9. The smaller one is 3 by 9, next 4 by 9, next 6 by 6, then 8 by 9. Okay, clear? Yes. Sorry, this 6 by 6 is not 6 by 9. Okay, so here one little printing mistake is there. It is not 6 by 6, it is 6 by 9. Okay, my dear student, please correct this one. It is 6 by 9. Okay, so now you can see here 6 by 9 here, so it's supposed to be 6 by 9. So this is a printing mistake, I mean typing mistake. When I type, I just just mistake to type 9 here. Okay, it is 9 here, not 6. Okay, so my dear student, once again, this is not 6, it is 6 by 9. Okay, here is given here 6 by 9, so 6 by 9 is here in the third one. Okay, so please keep a note for this. This is not 6 by 6, this is 6 by 9 here. Okay, now next we have question number C. In the question number C, we are going to show in the number line, and then we have to put the appropriate sign in the box. Okay, so let us see how we can do this. Oh yes, descending order. Once more again, descending order. In descending order, we have 8 by 9. The largest one is 8 by 9. Next is 6 by 9, and then 4 by 9, and 3 by 9. We have descending order of B. Okay, descending order for the B and descending order for the B is given here. And now we will go to the next question. Question number C. Solution of the question number C. Let us see what is the solution. Now, in question number C, we are asked to show the given fraction on number line. You can see that a number line is given here. In this number line, you can see that this is 0. The first point is 0, and next you can see point A. Point A is 1. So 1 is here, and we get 2 points. And what happened? Each uh, part, I mean 0 and 1 is divided into equal 6 parts. Likewise, 1 and 2 also divided into 6 equal parts. After that, we start naming, or we start giving the fractions where the point is, or we show the points where the fractions are. 2 by 6 is here at P, and 4 by 6 is here at Q, and 8 by 6 is here at R, and 6 by 6 is here at A here. Okay, and now we are going to compare the given fractions here below. That is uh, 5 by 6 or 2 by 6. Now we are going to keep the sign here. Okay, greater than or equal to or less than. Now you see here, which one, 5 by 6 or 2 by 6, is on the right side of the other? Which one will be on the right side, whether 5 by 6 or 2 by 6? Where is 2 by 6? 2 by 6 here is here, and where is 5 by 6? 5 by 6 here. So now we can understand that 5 by 6 is on the right side of the 2 by 6. That means the the number or the fraction on the right side is having larger value, I mean it is larger. That means we are going to keep the sign as like this. That means 5 by 6 is greater than 2 by 6. Next is 3 by 6 and 0. Now where is 0? 0, you can see here the point O here is the 0, isn't it? So 0, whether it is 6 by 0, 0 by 6 or around 0 is same. Okay, any number, if 0 is divided by any number, the answer will be 0 itself. Okay, clear? So it is the 0 here. So which one is lying on the right side of the other? Let us see in these two fractions which one is lying on the right side, whether 0 is on the right side or 3 by 6 is on the right side of the other. Let us see. So where is 3 by 6? Now the 3 by 6 is not been showing here, but the point you can see here between P and Q, this point will represent your 3 by 6. Okay, so that means 3 by 6 is lying on the right side of 0 on number line. That means 3 by 6 is larger than 0. So we put the sign like this. Yes. Now next, 1 by 6 and 6 by 6. So 1 by 6, which one is lying on the right side? You just find out from the number line. Yes, 1 by 6 is here and 6 by 6 is there. That means 6 by 6 is on the right side of 1 by 6 on number line. That means 6 by 6 is greater than 1 by 6, isn't it? Yes. Then we put this symbol or sign like this. Okay. Next, the last one is 8 by 6 and 5 by 6. You see 5 by 6, where is 5 by 6? 5 by 6 is here and 8 by 6 is here. So you see 8 by 6. How we can 8 by 6? 8 by 6. 1 from here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 by 6 it is. Okay, clear? So 8 by 6 is here. That means 8 by 6 is on the right side of 5 by 6. Therefore 8 by 6 is larger or greater than 5 by 6. Then we put the symbol like this. Yes, that means 8 by 6 is larger than 5 by 6. So here is the answer. Here is the answer or solution for question number 1. And my dear student, question number 2 and 3. Okay, question number 2 and 3. Let's see here. Dear student, question number 2 and 3 is your homework. Please do it all. Okay, please do it, all of you. So it is very simple. Question number 2, you will get the diagrams there. For the diagram, you have to compare the fractions. Okay, clear? And question number 3 is just to do some small activity only. Just try it. Okay, there is not so much big thing. No, not it is not a very difficult things. It is very simple. So I want that you put yourself in practice of finding out those answers of question number 2 and 3. Okay, by applying this idea which I just explained in question number 1 and in other explanation just I told in the beginning or I mentioned in the beginning. Okay, so with that, let us go to the next question. In the next question we have question number 4. Yes, we have the same exercise. Question number 4. In the question number 4 is saying that look at the figure and write the symbols that is greater than, I mean less than or greater than equal to between the given pair of fractions. Now you see here we have a diagram. We have a diagram here. From this diagram we are going to put the symbol of put the sign put the sign we are going to put the sign of greater than or less than or equal to. Okay, by saying or by observing itself we can tell very easily. Okay, so let us see how we can do it. My dear student, the in the question is asking to put the sign between here A, B, C, D, E. 5 questions are there, and in between the fractions boxes are there. In the box we are going to keep this sign. Okay, first of all, let us see in number A. It is comparing of two fractions 1 by 6 and 1 by 3. So what sign we are going to put there in the box? Let us see in the solution. So here I'm giving you the solution. In the solution we have the same diagrams here. So in this diagram I'm going to put you the appropriate sign here. First we have A. In A, 1 by 6 and 1 by 3 is comparing. Then let us see in the question diagram of the question or the 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 picture we can see in the question. Okay, see the diagram here. In the diagram, you please try to locate where is 1 by 6. Here is 1 by 6. You can see that this portion is 1 by 6. Okay, you can see here in the last one, you can see where it is divided into 6 equal part, and the first part is 1 by 6. This 1 by 6, and we are going to compare with 1 by 3. Where's 1 by 3? You can come to this third one. The third diagram is divided into 3 parts, and where is 1 by 3? 1 by 3 is this first part of this third diagram. So this is what this is 1 by 3. You can see the portion 1 by 3, the portion representing 1 by 3, or the portion represented by the 1 by 3, the portion represented by 1 by 3, and the portion represented by 1 by 6. Which one is bigger? We can see that the portion represented by 1 by 3 is larger than the portion represented by 1 by 6. That means the fraction here is larger than the fraction in this diagram, isn't it? So which is larger now? We got here the 1 by 3 is larger than 1 by 6, isn't it? In A, in the solution, we get that 1 by 3 is larger than 1 by 6, isn't it? So here you can apply that idea. Smaller the denominator is larger the fractions, since they are having same numerator. Okay, then we have the sign like this. Yes, that means 1 by 3 is greater than 1 by 6, or you read like this: 1 by 6 is less than 1 by 3. Okay, then next we are going to compare 3 by 4 and 2 by 6. Where is 3 by 4? Let us find out the fourth one, isn't it? Yes, in the fourth diagram, the diagram is divided into, the whole is divided into 4 parts. Okay, whole is divided in 4 parts. The 3 by 4 is here. So this whole part, you can see it is represented by 3 by 4, isn't it? So it is 3 by 4. The 1, 2, 3, 3 by 4 is up to here. And 2 by 6. Now go back to the last one where it's divided into 6 parts. 2 by 6 is here. So this part is 2 by 6. The portion here 2 by 6, and the portion here 3 by 4. Which one is having the bigger portion? 3 by 4 is having the bigger portion, or bigger fraction. It is a bigger fraction, isn't it? That means in next question B, we have that 3 by 4 is larger than 2 by 6. So we have the symbol like this: 3 by 4 is larger than 2 by 6. Now next is 2 by 3. Where is 2 by 3? You come to the third one here. 2 by 3 is here. 2 by 3 here. This portion is representing 2 by 3, and another one is 2 by 4. Where is 2 by 4? The next, come to the next diagram. Next diagram we have here 2 by 4. So this is the portion that representing 2 by 4. So which portion is larger here, whether 2 by 3 or 2 by 4? Now we can see that 2 by 3 has the larger portion than 2 by 4. That means 2 by 3 is greater than 2 by 4. So here in this question number C, we have like this: 2 by 3 is greater than 2 by 4 again, isn't it? Yes. Here also you can apply that same method or same idea, that smaller the fraction is larger, sorry, smaller the denominator is larger the fraction. Again you can apply, since numerator are same here. Now in D, you see 6 by 6 and 3 by 3. 3 by 6, 3 by 3. You can see here the denominator also different, numerator also different. But one very special case is here: denominator, numerator same, denominator, numerator same. You come to this point here in the diagram. Where is 6 by 6? 6 by 6 is here. Where is 3 by 3? 3 by 3 is there. But you can see here that the whole portion is representing by 3 by 3 again. Again, it is also representing by 6 by 6. The whole portions are same portion only, isn't it? That means 6 by 6 and 3 by 3 are the same fraction only. Okay, so here we have the symbol in D as equal to sign. That means 6 by 6 is equal to 3 by 6. Both will get one whole part, 1 isn't it? Yes. The last one is E. So in E we have 5 by 6 and 5 by 5. Let us see which one is greater. We have the same numerator, and we are going to compare the denominator, but denominator is different. So when the denominator are different, so what we have, you see, you know that, isn't it? Yes. My dear student, you see here, yes, 5 by 5 may be greater or may not be greater, but let us see the diagram. By seeing the diagram we can prove it, we can find out which one is greater or smaller one, isn't it? Where is 5 by 5? 5 by 5, you see the fifth diagram. The whole part is representing by 5 by 5. And where is 5 by 6? You can see the 5 by 6 in the last diagram. In this last diagram, you see this part. Here is 5 by 6. So up to this part is only that representing by 5 by 6. This only part. But 5 by 5 is the whole part. The whole part and this part, which is larger here, 5 by 5. The whole part is larger than this 5 by 6. The portion represented by 5 by 6, isn't it? So 5 by 5 is larger than the portion represented by 5 by 6. So which fraction is greater now? We find that 5 by 6 is smaller than 5 by 5. That means 5 by 5 is greater than 5 by 6. So this is the solution of question number 4, my dear student. Let's see the next one. Okay, dear student, with this I come to the conclusion of today's video. So with this, let us end here, and we'll meet again in the next video with the same channel and with the same chapters and with different portions of the chapters, maybe with different exercise or different questions. So till then, have a nice day all of you, and thank you once again for watching me. Thank you all. Bye bye.